Hey everybody, here we are again doing this PIT Archer Talks with the Sensei, and we got Jarhead6 here again, and he decided to start this. We're going to talk about first guns and the first handgun specifically, and just take it from here.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I just found your video. I'm gonna share and all that stuff. So, you coming up to your first gun. So, what are some things that you actually looking for?
Just looking at getting the Smith& and Wesson M&P 9C. It's got most of the things I'm looking for. Uh, Hold on. Uh, Well, catching the glitch here. I'm hearing myself talk. I
Yeah,
don't like that. All right. Um, that had most stuff I look for. I like a lot of the stuff that the Glock guns offer. You know, it's lightweight. You can hold plenty of rounds in it. No manual safety. So I was looking for a platform like that. And honestly, I probably would be looking into getting a Glock if the M&P series hadn't come along, and it just feels like a better gun for me. I could manipulate it and work it better than a Glock. So and I'm getting it at 9 millimeter. So it looks like the M&P 9C has everything I'm looking for.
me personally, I really like it. And it was kind of funny because I had it on my hands, and I was gonna buy it, and my wife was like, "Let's buy it." And for whatever reason, I said no. I was like, no, we're not gonna buy it. And I gave it back to the dude, and I didn't pick it up. And the moment that I walked out of the store, I was like, what was I thinking? You know what I'm saying?
It's like a moment you just stopped thinking there.
Yeah, like the moral of the story is like when your wife tells you to buy the gun, buy it.
If you're lucky enough to have a wife that likes all that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, my wife is a big gun supporter. She definitely supports this. I don't know what I would call it, addiction or
I call that.
lifestyle or whatever it is. She supported. She loves guns. She likes shooting, and she shoots well too. So yeah, M&P 9C. I think it's a pretty good gun. I think it's freaking awesome gun to tell you the truth, and it conceals pretty well, and also you could use the M&P mags. So you know what I'm saying? You could carry it with the regular magazine, and then you could carry a spare M&P 9 mag that you could use, which would give you more rounds. So I think that would be a pretty good choice. The other choice, and when a lot of people ask me, I always tell them here I got the Glock 19, and I really like this gun. Like actually, I really like it, but I don't like it as much to conceal the gun. I mean, it's heavy. There's a lot of other choices out there for concealment, but if you're looking for one gun and you know your budget, whatever it is, it's just one gun that you gotta look. This is the perfect gun for me because one, you could conceal it. So I mean, it's not my favorite choice to conceal, but still, you could conceal this gun. So you could use it for CCW, and this is a combat gun. I mean, you could go to combat with this. You know, I mean, you hold 15 plus one, and it's just an excellent gun. Has a rail. You see the rail right here for home defense.
Yeah.
If you want to put a flashlight, easily you could put a flashlight and utilize it for home defense and things like that, or for whatever you want. So I think the Glock 19 and the M&P 9 are pretty good choices. But um, looking at the M&P Shield, which is the gun that I carry, look how tiny that is, man. I mean, let's put this in there. Well, this way. There we go. Look at look at the difference. See
Yeah, I
that?
was actually looking into the shield and had my heart set on the shield until you talked me into the 9C.
Yeah. I mean, that is just a huge difference, man. And I mean, again, this is a single stack mag, and versus a double stock, so it's not really you can't really compare these two guns. But
Yeah.
for concealment, I mean, the M&P is just excellent. But if you don't have the budget and you're just looking for one gun right now, I mean, the Glock 19 is just an excellent choice, man, and very easy to use too. That's one thing that I tell a lot of people. I mean, all you have to do is put a magazine, rack, it, and get ready to engage. The only thing that sucks is the sights, man. Sight sucks, like big time. But I mean, it is in the budget coming up to change the sights, so that's something that's going to happen eventually. But I'm actually picking up a Glock 42. Uh, when I don't know when, probably sometime this month. I'm gonna pick up a Glock 42 just because. Let me text the firearm guy. He says he's gonna watch.
Awesome.
Uh, but I am in pit. I am in the pit channel. But yeah, Glock 42, and under the blue label. You know what the blue label is? Is for it's pretty much for a discount for military, retire, active duty, and emergency services, police officers, and all that.
Uh-huh.
And it's pretty much, I think, about $70, $80 less, man. So
Wow.
I'm gonna pick up one of those as soon as it's available. I mean, they got a long waiting area, a waiting list, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm gonna be doing that soon. I actually went there today to put my name on the list. I couldn't put my name on the list because of the guy or whatever, a bunch of stuff. But I'm gonna pass by tomorrow and put my name on the list and just wait until they call me. Because the guy told me they got a few coming up this week. So I want to be in that list so I could get one.
Yeah.
I think they're
Uh, a gun shop near here just now released the 42 to the public. So that
mhm.
shows you how loaded it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't recommend you to buy a 380 for your first gun. This gun is for my wife, and pretty much the Glock 19 for the girls out there. If any girls watch this, it's too heavy for your purse. So, so being that it's too heavy for the purse, she wants to get something light to, so it won't weigh the purse as much. If that make any sense.
Yeah. There again, I know some people who do not like the idea of carrying in their purse. They'd rather have it on them. So like if they leave their purse somewhere, little Johnny couldn't grab their Glock or whatever and accidentally hurt somebody.
Yeah, no, and I agree. The thing about this is a lot of people say, well, tactically it's not gonna work. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, man. If something happened and your pistol is inside a purse, is you have to go into that purse. So most likely it's not a good scenario. I mean, you want to have your pistol on you in your belt, either 3:30, 4 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whatever you carry, so you could grab it quickly. But what I said about that is that I prefer you to carry a gun than not to carry a gun at all. So, she wants to carry a gun in her purse. And that's how she's gonna carry it. I prefer her to carry a gun than not carry a gun at all. I mean, excuse me, I know a lot of girls, guys that their wife would not carry, and I'm like, you know what? My wife carries something inside her purse. That's a good thing, at least. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer for her to carry inside the waistband, but she wants to carry in her purse. So,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
all her preferences is up to her.
yeah, yeah, and it's all about situational awareness, man. You have to be in the lookout for the bad guy, and if you have that situational awareness and making sure you see a guy and you take that step to defend yourself, you'll be all right. Or sometimes it's up to God, man.
Yeah.
So we don't know what's gonna happen. So,
Yeah. See, yeah. Yeah, what was I thinking? Back on the first guns. Yeah, I had a thought, then it sort of walked away, left me clueless.
that
Um,
happens to me once sometimes.
yeah, it happens like at least twice a day to me. But yeah, I spent a good amount of time looking at just different handguns, because there's the instant I talked about wanting to get a handgun. There were people, oh, get a Glock 19. That was like the first response somebody gave me, and I won't knock the Glocks at all or too much
Mhm.
because they are good guns. I will not refuse that. I mean, even 1911s, you will not hear me knock 1911s that much because I like 1911s. But I'm not one of those Glock or 1911 only guys. I sort of appreciate all. I mean, I have a Remington 22 and a Mossberg shotgun. So I'm not really stuck on brands that much.
Yeah. How do you
But
like that 22 so far?
it works fine. It's just picky with the ammo. Do you have your that problem with yours?
No, I mean I shot all kind of different things, but I don't think so, man. I don't remember having any issues with it. I do have those mags. I got the what is it called? The Remington A1 that I could carry 20 rounds on it or 22 rounds.
Oh, mine carries like 30.
Yeah, something like that. But no, I think mine's carry 22 for whatever reason.
Huh.
But yeah, I haven't had too many issues with it. But I do have the new um 1022 that I got a couple of months ago, and that thing is sweet.
Oh, I bet. I like the Ruger 19 or whatever it's called. A friend of mine has theirs. They tricked that thing out for it has the heavy barrel, not a bowl barrel. It's a heavy barrel, and they got the 30 round mag in it and a massive scope on that thing. I mean, you could just pop all the squirrels and all the groundhogs you want with that thing. But you have to have it on a bipod. It's that heavy.
Really?
Yeah, I call them my redneck friends. But it's I shot it one time. The trigger is a whole lot better than my 597, but
Hmm.
like I said, we had it on a bipod. I tried holding it up, and it just weighs you down way too much. I mean, my shotgun is lighter than that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, this 22, I'm not gonna do anything to it just because, first of all, is the takedown model. So, it's the one that breaks in half, and the other thing is a 50-year anniversary. So it's just gonna stay stock because it's way too pretty for me to do anything. And it's funny because I went to the store to pick up an upper for an AR and I walked out with I walked out with the 1022, and then I went to the store to pick up a Glock 26, and I walked out with the MMP Shield.
You change
So
your minds a lot when you go to gun
yeah,
stores, don't you?
man, I actually when I went to get the Glock 26, they didn't have it. They under the blue label, like I was saying, they had it because the guns, the Glocks already come designed blue label or not. So you just cannot pick up whatever guns and be like, all right, here's the discount because you are retired. They have to come from the factory with the discount for whatever reason to do that. Yeah, so they had a 26, but not under the blue label. They had it under, just regular. And I think they run for what, $500 or something, 500 and something.
Yeah,
So, and
the
then
Gen 4, right?
yeah, the Gen 4 under the blue label, they run for 419. Like you walk away $419, brand new.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was like, no. And then the guy was like, well, get a 27. He had a Glock 27, the 40 cal, and I was like, no, I don't do 40, man. I do 9 mil. And 9 mil, 45, and 357. Those are the rounds that I will go for it, but I don't do 40. And whatever, the guy's like, well, look at the shield. And I saw so many reviews on the shield, like I knew that gun because it's so everybody has it, and when I hold it, the first time that he gave it to me and I put my hands and I went like this, I was like, okay, I gotta buy it. Like it feels so good in your hands. Like I don't know if it's my hands or whatever it is. It's just like when you hold the M&P shield, it's like, whoa, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? And I had to have it. The only thing is that it has a safety, but again, I don't care about that. Some people will be like, oh, no, I don't care. I carry a Beretta in combat with a safety and did pretty well. So, as long as you train yourself to take off the safety, or you don't even have to put it on, man. Like this gun, the safety is so flush to the frame that if you take it off, you won't even touch it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, and plus they make those with without the safeties now.
Yeah, yeah, that's no. I mean, I would have loved to pick it up without a safety personally, but the safety was not going to be a showstopper. That's just me. Um,
Yeah.
but other things that you could do too as well. I mean, there's a lot of budget guns out there that are pretty good quality for very good price. You know what I'm saying? Like the EAA Windicator. This revolver is hefty. I mean, if something happened, you could throw it at somebody, probably break his face. Like it's just like throw this revolver.
Forget putting ammo in it, just hit him over the head with it. It'll
Yeah,
knock him out.
you don't even have to shoot it. You just like hit him. But I mean, this revolver is $269, man.
Man.
$269. I mean, that's just amazing. And I mean, the only thing that I could argue about this revolver personally would be the barrel. The way they cut that off, it feels like they just like they don't really. I don't know if it's crown or whatever they have to do, but they just cut it off, and that's the inside. So like, if you rub your finger like I'm doing right now, it's sharp and pretty sharp. And then
Oh,
the hammer, like this hammer, is like sharp as hell, man. It's like if you carry conceal and you're a little bit tubby like I am, your little fat may can right there, and it may hurt. But other than that, I mean, extremely accurate, man. Like extremely accurate. I mean, and you're looking for the guys that say, "Oh, I want some firepower." Here's a 9 mil. Here's a 357.
yeah, you can't argue with 357.
Yeah.
That thing does damage.
So I think this is 150, 158 grain hollow points, maybe. I don't even remember. But I tell you what, I was extremely surprised on how accurate it is. And then if you get a couple of this is
Speed
a
loaders, yeah.
man. This thing is sweet, man. I mean, me and the firearm guy just did a video, and you saw it. You probably went
Yes.
you went against me. I saw
Don't hurt me too bad.
that. Nah, but I mean, the wheel guns are the wheel guns, man. You know, they work fine, and I mean, that is a choice for some people that, to tell you the truth, I mean, I may be wrong on this, but I'm sure that a budget revolver may be better than a budget gun, semi-auto. I don't know how true would that be, but I mean, this revolver for $269, man, this thing is amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking into getting a revolver definitely sometime. So that I looked at that handgun specifically because wow, you know, it looks like it's made really well, and for that low of a price, that you can't
Yeah,
argue with that.
yeah. I mean, it's heavy, but it shoots a 357 Magnum, so it's good to be heavy.
Yeah, it's got to
It
handle all that,
takes
and
that.
plus you can shoot the 38 special out of it, plus
Yeah,
and all.
yeah. I got some 38 plus P in the safe too as well, but I don't stock up too much on 357. I just don't. I actually went to pick up some rounds today, and I picked up 100 rounds of American Eagle for $28, 28.99. So added up into the 9 mil. Whew, 9 mil is getting high out there.
Man,
So and that's how you got to do it, man. Every time you get paid, buy a box. You know, 13, 14 bucks, and you be surprised. Like 6 months from now, you're gonna have a couple of thousand rounds, and you're gonna be like, "Whoa, how did this happen?"
yeah. So I've been trying to do that at least with my shotgun and 22 as much as I could, but I just haven't over the past like half month or month so because my bank has just been really messed up.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I
Yeah,
don't. I'm okay with 22 already. To tell you, I'm not gonna say how many rounds I got, but I'm pretty okay. Uh,
yeah,
I think I'm down. I want to keep buying 9 mil, and I like to pick up it's just for my own thing, but I like to pick up maybe a couple of hundred rounds to 357, maybe 300 rounds, and that's it. I won't pick
yeah.
up because I believe it or not, maybe it's just me, but I like carrying this gun outside the waistband. It's just, I like it. It's kind of cool carrying a big revolver on your
Oh
side.
yeah,
That thing.
especially if you have it chrome instead of that matte
Oh
black or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. But two, um, this type of guns, what I like about it is that this is a prepper gun. You know what I'm saying? You buy a gun like this for $269, something happens. We're seeing everything that is happening in Ferguson right now in Missouri. Something like that. You could easily give this gun to your brother or somebody and be like, look, man, point and shoot, and open the what is this called now? The cylinder,
Cylinder.
and put the bullets, close it, and shoot again. I mean, easy. That's what I was talking about. Barely any training, and defend yourself, and that's it. I mean, that's why I like this type of guns. It's just something that you buy and you put in your safe, and if something ever happened, you have an extra gun that you could quickly go like this. Here you go, buddy. Defend yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, I'm
Trust,
get.
trust me,
My,
I'm not doing this. Here you go. Defend yourself. This is mine.
yeah. See, even Monday, I'm gonna be taking my making sure my baby brother knows how to shoot my shotgun because he's the one who stood real funny and got blown backwards by one of those. So I'm gonna teach him how to shoot a shotgun where he won't get blown backwards.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's the one going in the court.
No, that's my other brother. My baby brother's the one with the shotgun that got blown backwards. The other one knows how to handle guns a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, believe it or not, it's better that he doesn't know how than actually knows a little bit. Um, just because. Hey, you still there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, you went black for a second. But oh, you're actually still black. The screen. But yeah, it's better. It's better for you not to know how to shoot than actually know, because when you actually learn, you learn a lot of bad habits and things that you shouldn't do. And the Marine Corps likes to teach you from zero. So a lot of the guys that go into boot camp not knowing how to shoot actually become better shooters because they
Huh.
actually listen to the instructors versus like, I'm not gonna do that. I know how to shoot. You know what I'm saying, kind of thing. I, I I don't need to learn from these guys. I know how to shoot because my daddy showed me how to shoot a shotgun or something.
Yeah.
So so yeah, definitely. When did he live into boot camp? Does he know yet?
September the 8th. Of course, he's got to go in a day early to MEPS to get that final checkout, and then get sent off.
Oh wow, you excited?
Oh yeah, he's thrilled. He actually went up to Virginia to visit some family up there before he left, and he went to the Marine Museum up there, and I
Yeah,
think he's even more excited now.
yeah, that is a very 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 cool place to go. So
Yeah.
I went there once in 2007. I went to Fort Pickett. Is it Fort Pickett or AP Hill? I can't remember which one was it. Is a military base for the Army, and we were doing some training there. And as part of that, we were there for like 30 days. As one of the days of training, we went to the museum, and it is very very cool, man. Definitely.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see you for some reason, bro.
I've I've tried messing with the toolbox, and I'm not sure why it's goofing up on you. Um,
Can you see yourself?
yeah, I can see myself, and the
Is
seems
your
like
camera off or on?
it seems like it's going fine everywhere else. Let me
Oh yeah,
see. Huh.
I see on the.
I wish I was tech savvy enough to know how to fix that.
Well, right in the top next to Google Plus, there's a microphone and then the camera. If that is pressed, the camera will be off. Like right now, mine,
Uh-huh.
turn it off, and now I'll turn it back on.
Let me see. Can you see me now?
No, it's like completely black. Unless you
Ooh.
have everything black around you.
No, no, I have the lights on and everything.
You probably will come back. I see on the screen, it looks like you have the camera off. You show mute right now. On mute. Okay.
Is it good now?
Nope. You still blacked out.
Aw.
Don't worry, bro.
All right. I'm trying to turn it off and turn it back on. All right. He's
Yeah,
seeing me.
I see you now.
Okay, back to seeing me. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Where was I going? Yeah. To be honest, like, I was talking to a few. Most of the guys I work with are at least pro gun. They like guns. Of course, I work with a bunch of rednecks. So I look like a city slicker there. But but one guy I like talking to, he's one of those 1911 only guys. He doesn't like the idea of Glocks and plastic pistols and stuff like that.
hmm
But the one guy there shared that told that he has three 1911s and they're all SIGs.
Oh,
Like he has the subcompact size, he has the mid range or the mid size and a full size, and I think they're all SIGs. I'm like, man, this guy's got money. Three of them.
some of those guys, some of those guys being buying guns for a long, long time, man. You don't buy all these pistols and rifles in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you. I mean, I'm 33. I guarantee you, by the time that you hit 30, you probably have a bunch of pistols and a bunch of rifles, and you didn't even notice.
Probably, yeah.
So I mean, that's just how it is. And I will have more, but in the Marine Corps, when you PCS, you move from base to base. Like when I went to Japan, you couldn't bring guns, so you got to get rid of all your guns or give it to somebody to take care of your guns because you move and you can't bring any firearms with you. So yeah, but I mean, like I say, it takes a while. Like I looked at a 1911 like 2 months ago. It was the Ruger Commander series. Man, that thing was sweet, but again, it was like $700, and I was like, I'm gonna save to buy it, but I'm not gonna buy it. I got too many other guns that I want to buy before I get to something pretty, because that's what I would buy it for, because it looks pretty.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I want to buy that Kel-Tec Sub 2000. That's a sweet pistol. I mean, rifle, carbine, pistol, whatever
Yeah,
that,
whatever you want to call it, yeah.
whatever you want to call it. I like to buy one of those. I gotta finish my AR. I'm still waiting to buy an upper, and which I will do one of these days. Instead of walking to the place and walking with something else, I will buy an upper.
Yeah.
Um,
You should try just ordering a bunch of parts off the internet and building it on
yeah,
your
like
own.
I can go inside the store because I will buy something else. I'm telling you, man, twice already. Buy something else, but um, I don't know. That 1022 last time I went there, I think I paid close to $400 and something because I also got one of those BX 25 mags or whatever they are. So it was like $400 in total, but it was just too pretty.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I see so many other guns that I need to buy for self defense and so much preparation before I get to spend $700 just because it's pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Now, I'm not saying that you cannot defend yourself with a 1911. I'm sure you can. It's not my weapon of choice, if you want to put it that way. I'm sure
It I
somebody.
could handle a different weapon a whole lot better than a 1911. That's sort of what it comes down to, what you can work better.
Yeah, but every person that likes guns, man, has to have a 1911.
Oh yeah. I doubt if there's any Glock person that will honestly say that uh, they do not like a 1911 in any respect at all.
Yeah, you always a 1911 has to be a part of your collection, and it just has to be part of the collection because they're nice. They look nice, and I mean they take care of business. I'm just a 9 mil. I prefer to have a 9 mil versus 45.
Yeah, just keep a standard ammo.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's one of the biggest thing. Once you start buying all these guns, remember that you have to buy different ammo, and ammo costs money. So
Yeah, big money.
yeah, like my little brother, he has two 9 mils and a 40, a Glock 23, and pretty much he was just like me. He wanted to buy a Glock 19, walked to the store, and he did the same thing I did. They had a Glock 23, and he was like, "Well, I'll take the 40," and he took it. I mean, I could have done the same thing when the guy wanted to sell me the Glock 27, and I said no because I want, I pretty much hold myself down from that. Um, I think I'm gonna giving us a gift. Christmas coming up. I give him the conversion barrel for 9 mil that he could put in the 23. That's something that I'm probably gonna buy him. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, you want to stay in the same caliber, and then you're gonna start spending too much money. I mean, way too much money. Like 38. I think I saw today. I think it was like 100 rounds for like 80 something dollars.
Man.
You know, which is not horrible, but again, if you have a 38, a 45, no, 9 mil, 9 mil, and like especially like in your house. I'm not saying if you don't like any other gun, don't buy it, but if you're gonna prep for the house, everybody has a 9 mil, and then after everybody has a 9 mil, if you or whatever caliber of your choice, could be a 45. If you want to buy something else for fun, like the revolver 357, this is not so much. I mean, I can defend myself obviously with this, but I bought this more because I wanted to have a 357 revolver. This is a 1.5 versus
Need
this.
to have.
This is I need to have this to defend myself. I don't know if you know the difference.
Oh
Here,
yeah.
yeah. This is like I would get rid of this one before I get rid of the other ones, just because the 357 is good, but I prep a 9 mil. Like I got 9 mil.
Just make sure nobody watches this video after watching that debate you had.
Oh yeah, with the firearm guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were arguing semi versus revolvers. I'm still think it's a great choice. I mean, this is
Oh yeah.
revolvers are awesome, but and that's kind of like you got to think about this too on the debates. We limit ourselves. Like we have what is it? First time we got like a minute and a half, and then you have a minute. You just can't cover every point. But
No.
for first gun, man, I would recommend somebody a revolver. Like it's cool. Like a revolver is awesome for your first gun. But now, in my case, and this is just me, I got the 9 mils. You know, I got the 19 and the 17 for me and my wife. That's why I'm keeping the 9 mil because that's what I prep for.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is my prepper round.
Yeah.
That
I'm.
doesn't mean that a revolver is not good. It's just that I decided to go with the 9 mil, not just because of me, my wife, my family. You know what I'm saying? Imagine something happened, like it's happening now in Ferguson, and I'm the only one with a revolver. I run out of round, be like, can I get a round? People be like, whoa, it sucks, man. We carry 9 mil. Like my entire family prep with 9 mil, and
Yeah.
that's you know what I'm saying. That's the key for me. Um, Not saying that revolver's not bad. I mean, remember the argument was CCW. I carry this all the time, bro, all the time. Look at my little holster for CCW right here.
Yeah. One of the Cook's holsters, right?
Yeah, what is this called again? Barson leather.
Oh. Okay.
Look at this thing, man. This thing like this, believe it or not, it will conceal so good. It's just
Yeah.
heavy, but this thing conceals. This is an excellent setup, man. This is less than $300 right here, and powerful. Comes
I
out.
bet.
Yeah, I carried this for months before I went to the M&P Shield, which again, we prep a 9 mil. I mean, it's not just me, and
Yeah.
that's something that I tried to. Which one? One of the debates I tried to explain. I think it was the one with the Glock, maybe. Yeah, like it's not just me. It's my wife too. You get what I'm saying? So when you buy the guns, it's not just if you buy a gun that if something happens to you, your mom cannot use. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
a good idea. You have to be able. Your mom has to be able to use it, or your grandmom, or your brother, because by 1911 with a decocker and a bunch of things, something happened to you, and your mom is like, "How do I shoot this thing?"
Yeah.
That's not a good idea. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not against revolvers, but at all. I mean, even when my older brother said one time about thinking about getting a handgun, I told him honestly for you because big techie, built his own computer and all that. I told him,
Yeah.
honestly, for you, since you're not into it, a revolver would probably be a good idea for you because it's just so simple. All you gotta do is put rounds into it and pull the trigger.
Like this right here, the speed loader. I mean, it's so simple. You put it in there, you twist it, and pull it out. That's it. But I guarantee you that if I give this to my mom or something, she wouldn't know how to use it. So you know what I'm saying. So like, I guess the point that I'm trying to make is like everybody in the family had to be able to know how to use it. My mom doesn't live with me, obviously. If not, she would know how to use it. But if your family members don't know how to use it, it's not good. You know.
Yeah, that's one
So
thing I've been planning on doing. Just hadn't done is just make sure everybody in my family knows how to shoot it. Now, most of my brothers do. It's just my mom that hasn't quite yet. I think my dad probably does. He just hasn't actually shot it yet.
yeah.
So that's a project I need to get onto.
Yeah. Like I carry my revolver so many times, but in the last maybe like 2 3 months, I've been carrying the shield a lot, and mainly because my wife carries a 9 mil as well. So if something happens, we had that flexibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Versus, versus something happened, and I'm telling my wife, hey, can I get some bullets? And she's like, oh, you have a 357, and I have a 9 mil. Whoa, now we see an issue there. So, but
yeah. I mean, even on your think about prepping in standardized rounds. Man, I'm having a bad attack or something. The one of my main reasons for wanting, like 9 millimeter and 5.56 is because those are NATO rounds. And say if a really bad situation happened, and I know this is excessive hyperbole at the fullest, but like I was part of a militia or a military corps that I had to go to some other, like I had to go to Israel or something and do and fight there. I could pick up an Israeli cache of NATO ammo and I have more ammo for my gun. Whereas if I had like 300 blackout or this 6.8 SPC whatever stuff, like I'd be out in the middle of France. I'm like, where's the ammo? There's only 5.56 here. I can't shoot this. So I'd have to find somebody else's gun and familiarize myself with another rifle, whereas I could have what I'm familiar with and work with that. So
yeah, I definitely agree, man. You know, and a lot of people tell you, oh, the 5.56 won't kill you. Well, if you ever seen somebody that can kill with a 5.56, because I'll tell you what, 5.56 will kill you.
oh yeah.
And people are like, I don't know, man. You know, we got the internet commandos and keyboard uh,
Queens.
operators, and they know everything. So
Yeah.
a lot of guys take it bad too. They'll be like, well, what do you mean this? I'm not gonna carry this and this and that. Bro, carry whatever you want, man. That's your choice. No one's
Yeah.
telling you what to do.
Like I have some friends who are like just Glock fanatics. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Just I'm not gonna hold to that. But yeah, and one thing is about that catching me, whether it's the 5.56 versus 7.62 or the 45 or 9 millimeter. All these people talk about, well, you're gonna have to shoot more than one round to stop them, whereas you could just shoot 145 and drop them on spot. I don't care if your firearm has that capability of just dropping somebody with the first shot. You are going to shoot multiple rounds because when the adrenaline's going and different stuff like that, I doubt you can restrict yourself to just boom. Okay, I think it's done. It's probably just gonna. It might just be that I'm just too trigger happy, but I'm pretty sure if I was in that situation, at least 2 rounds are coming out. I don't care if I was 45 or
Probably right.
500 Magnum.
It's gonna hurt. You're probably right. I mean, the only thing I can say about that is a lot of people always ask that question. Like I get questions all the time. Like, what do you do if you run out of rounds? What do you do if this happened? What do you do if that happened? Look, man, we can what if the game all we want, but the reality is that you're gonna survive, and whatever you have to do to survive, that's what you do. And I mean, it may require for you to shoot 2 rounds and hit him in the face with a pistol. I mean, it may require to shoot 3 rounds and Spartan kick him. I mean, whatever it is to survive, you're gonna survive. And a lot of guys tell you, well, I have to have that round. You don't even know if you're gonna bring him down with that round. I got into I got into pretty much a fight with this guy one time, and I was a police officer, and it was three guys, and each one of us, we were about 200 pounds, 210 pounds. Each one, three 210-pound Marines. Each one was in top shape. I mean, I'm not talking now that I'm being a civilian for a year and I gained a few pounds. I'm talking about top shape. And I was probably 24, 22 years old. So I was younger, and we got into a straight up fight with this guy. And this guy was like a skinny guy, and we couldn't restrain him. We could not restrain him.
Wow.
And he was all dropped out, cocaine and a bunch of stuff. But the point is like three big guy on top of this guy, and we couldn't. I mean, it took us like 5 minutes to put him in handcuff because the guy was like straight up crazy. I mean, there's more to the story, but what I'm trying to say is like you never know. You may shoot somebody 2, 3 times, and he may not stop, and you have to continue shooting. And it's just one of those things. So you have to know how to react. You may do 2 shots, and the guy may be on top of you already, and now you went from 2 shots to some type of hang combat tactics.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's why I don't like a lot of training. You see guys shooting paper. I don't like shooting paper that much. Paper just not. Because you have a Remington 700 and you shoot out 1,000 yards with your $6,000 scope, you cannot hit the paper with that scope. Oh man, I feel bad for you. Anybody can hit the paper with that. 700 Remington 700 with a $2,000 scope, you can hit anything you want. So
Yeah.
you hit it with iron sights, I'd be surprised. I'd be wow. I'll tell you, great job. But
I'll give you props then.
give you props then, but if you hit it with an awesome scope, all you have to do is get the little cross and put it right there and squish the trigger.
Pretty
So,
much. There's slightly more to it, but yeah, generally, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I've even heard of one story of a guy who completely cheats while he's hunting. It was just a friend of mine, his brother, hunts on the telephone line or the telephone pole line, so he can see straight out as far as he can see, far even further than he can see, and he's hunting with like a 50 caliber bolt action rifle, and so he has the scope to see mile down, and when he sees the deer, he sets a computer system on his scope to tell him where exactly to hold to hit the deer. So he just
Wow.
pulls the trigger, and that bullet hits the deer before it even hears the sound. That's cheating. If the scope does all the fun for you, there's no skill in that.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when we went in the Marine Corps from iron sights to the ACOG, the scope, and I just didn't like it. I prefer to shoot with the iron sight.
Huh.
So, but that was just me. The ACOG are pretty cool too. They're pretty simple to use. I mean, all you have to do is put the little arrow wherever you want to shoot, and then right below you have like different gap that tells you whatever distance. So calculate the distance and use whatever little gap you want to do on the target, and most likely you're gonna hit it. So
Yeah.
pretty simple.
Is it true? Is it true that the Marine Corps is now starting off people on red dots instead of irons
Yeah, yeah. A lot of guys shoot with they call it ACOG.
or ACOG?
Yeah, they shoot with that from boot camp. But
Huh.
I mean, they're pretty much say about $1,000 scope, maybe a little bit more. They're very very good, man. Like really really good.
Oh yeah. See, I've seen throughout my research on YouTube and everywhere, like when I get the AR and build it up and different stuff like that, I'm most likely gonna have irons and a optic on there, just
Yeah.
because like if the optic breaks or if an EMP hits you, what happens to that optic? You're stuck if you don't have the irons.
Yeah. The biggest thing that the ACOG was that when you switch you make adjustments, you have to hit it a little bit. You just gotta tap it for whatever adjustment to set up, and I always forget to do that. Well, I used to forget to do that. So it was funny because I'm making adjustment. I'm like, man, why am I not hitting? And it's because I forget to hit the thing. But I mean, that's the old days, man. I miss those days sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, that even brings up. It's funny. It's sort of funny to me when people are like, "Oh, I don't know. The direct impingement rifles are no good. You know, ARs. That you can't trust your life on them in battle." I'm sitting here thinking, then why does every special ops and effective military in the world uses, you know, M4 style rifles?
No, I think the M4 is an awesome rifle. Awesome.
Oh yeah, and
I,
even if people talk about durability, Military Arms Channel did a durability test where he threw dirt on the action. He threw dirt in the ammo. All this kind of stuff to the AR, and the only way he got it to jam was when he put the bolt. He took the bolt carrier out and rolled it in the sand, stuck it back in there. And when he did that, he had to reset the safety before he pulled the trigger because it just wasn't resetting the hammer or something like that. But who's gonna? If what any kind of combat situation, is your bolt carrier going to fly out of the rifle into a
exactly.
bunch of dirt and you stuff it back in there?
Yep.
So
Exactly.
that sort of put the nail in the coffin for me.
Yeah, whoever tells you, because you hear guys all the time talking about, oh, I don't clean my guns, I don't clean this, I don't do this. If you don't clean your guns, you have never depended your life in that gun. Because trust me, the day that your life depends on that weapon, you will clean it. And that's why I hear guys, you don't have to clean a Glock. What do you mean you don't have to clean your gun, bro? You have to clean your weapons. You have to lubricate your weapon. You have to make sure they properly working before you go, before you go to sleep or when you wake up or during the middle of the day, whatever. But if you depend on that gun, you're gonna clean it. I tell you, man, we used to make it to our base, and when we make it to the base, offload, make clear whatever your weapons, and then we get that little brush and we start scrubbing our weapons to make sure that we're good. That's just how it is, Especially if you're in a truck. As soon as we make it to the place, the driver will make sure the truck is good, fuel, oils, all those things, and the gunner will clean his gun. That's it. That's just how it is. And that's why you hear people saying, "Oh, you don't have to clean your gun." Well, if you don't have to clean your gun, you don't depend on your gun. Because if you depend on it, you're gonna clean it. Trust me. Because you don't want that thing to misfire in a firefight, or have some type of malfunction or something.
But yeah, well, I mean, and two, that it just seems like basic maintenance to me. I mean, that's like saying, well, I drive a Toyota. I don't need to change oil on this. Really?
That's
Really?
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't care if the gun can handle the abuse. That doesn't mean you have to do that.
Exactly.
So I like these people, with AK can take horrible abuse. If you throw rocks in the action, it's gonna jam something up. It's not 100% reliable. So I don't care if it's gas stroke, laser guided. You need to clean it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, man. You gotta clean your gun. I mean, it's just the whole people being lazy, man. Like we are having this culture that is just lazy. Like you don't even want to clean your guns. Man, how lazy can you be? Get up, do some exercise, run for a little bit, and clean your gun. I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah,
And people are so lazy nowadays, man. It's unbelievable, man.
exactly. Well, and those are the kind of people who give, the rest of the people who are actually responsible, they give them bad names.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, you're absolutely right, brother. You're absolutely right. And that's I don't know. Your brother going into the Marine Corps, he's gonna learn. Like Marines don't play with the guns. We Marines are very picky when it comes to the guns and how they take care of the guns and things like that. So that's something that he's gonna learn pretty quick.
oh yeah. Oh, you even get in trouble if you call it a gun, don't you?
Oh yeah,
I've
if
only heard stories of that.
yeah, they all true. If a gun hits the floor, whew, yeah. And if you leave a gun in some place unattended,
Ooh.
hey, you're gonna get in trouble too.
What about the in that movie Black Hawk Down where the was it Delta Force left his safety off the rifle and was just walk around the place with the safety off?
Yeah, I mean, they teach you to take off take off the safety when you're about to engage. So it's kind of like muscle memory. But I mean, if you're in a firefight, you're not gonna put your safety back on, your safety back off. She's just gonna be ready.
True.
But with that said, your muscle, you have to. One of the things that in the Marine Corps you learn pretty good is pointing your muscle, the muscle of your weapon in whatever direction. Like you don't want to flag a Marine. Doesn't matter if your gun is clear or not. And I mean, you get in trouble if you flag somebody. So I guess I mean I don't know what to tell you in a firefight or heavy enemy contact. You're gonna have the safety off because you're about to engage.
Oh yeah.
You
I
still got
mean,
to have proper location or whatever you want to call it, your barrel. You don't want to be, pointing the barrel to your head or something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know. Yeah,
So
I mean, I told a few people I would have loved to just go through basic training just so I could know, just so I could experience that level of like discipline, and so I could understand the soldier's mindset all the way through. But I doubt that's ever going to happen.
yeah, well, boot camp is not so much to teach you in to teach you your job. Booking is more to like break you and make you a Marine. From
True.
there, you're gonna learn into, you're gonna go into your occupation and learn your actually job. And you don't really learn until you hit the fleet, the people. When you become actually a Marine and finish your school and all that, because that's when you get to your job and you got this thing called Lance Corporals, and Lance Corporals are the E3, and those guys will hook you up pretty quick. You'd be surprised what Lance Corporals could do in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
So it was horrible for me. I don't even want to think about it.
See, yeah, it's funny. People think here going into the Marines, or whatever, you must be escaping. You know, a lot of people I hear like a lot of kids go in because they're they want to get away from their mom and dad or get out from their rules, different stuff like that. He's just doing it because he couldn't get a job anywhere else. He would rather be going for some sort of music major in college, but he's not. And he wanted to join the Marines for a while, but he didn't. I mean, so and now he's finally going in. But I'm sort of excited for him because that's what I wanted to do for a while, and until I got my mind changed. And now I have some sort of odd form of asthma that's going to keep me out of military, no matter how much I would beg them to put me in. So fate is sealed.
Yeah, I mean his life is gonna change and he's gonna become a different person. It's just what it is. That the only thing that, especially after, because when I joined the Marine Corps, there was no war. Like um, we weren't in Iraq. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I went to Iraq in 2003 during the first push, so I was part of that push into the country. But after that, I mean, the war was going on, and a lot of times you have Marines that would tell you, well, I didn't know I was going to go to war. What do you mean you don't know?
The way you doing in the Marines.
Yeah, you joined the Marines, the proud, one of the top militaries in the United States. You don't think you were going to go to war? I mean, come on, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, that just seems odd to me. That's sort of like, I'm going to go to the grocery store, but I don't really think I'm going to buy any food.
Yeah, exactly. This is you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just hilarious, man. Like, but I didn't know I was gonna go to war. Like, really, buddy? Like,
Yeah.
you're in the Marine Corps, you realize that, right?
Yeah, it just seems sort of ridiculous to me. Hold on a second. Go ahead and give them maybe like, another war story or talk about more about, why you shouldn't waste your money on a 45 or something like that.
Oh, why you going out? Yep, here, let me hang you.
Actually, special treat for everybody. Turn the camera on. This is actually my Marine brother.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Wearing a Marine shirt right there.
Hoorah.
Right, buddy. Are you excited?
A bit of excitement and fear.
You know what they're gonna do to you?
Yeah, I've heard the stories.
Yeah, they all true, every single one.
I'm pretty
So,
sure they are.
what job you gonna be doing?
Logistics.
Oh, they get promoted fast, really fast. What is it? All four something?
I'm not sure about the specifics right now. All I know is a CGA. So,
Okay. Yeah, the thing about logistics is that it's very, very quick to get promoted, which is extremely good because think about this. In my job, I was a military policeman.
okay.
It used to take about 3 years to pick up E4, and then which is corporal, and then about 5 years to be a sergeant. So I picked up corporal at 3 years, sergeant at 4 years and 11 months, and then staff sergeant I picked up about 8 years and 11 months. So which was fast because it usually take like 10 years to pick
Yeah.
up staff sergeant, which is staff NCO ranks. But in logistics, you're looking at sergeant in 3.5 years or 4 years. So by the time that I picked up corporal E4, you're already in E5. If that make any sense.
Oh,
So
okay.
so which it means more pay to you because you're getting promoted faster, more
Mhm.
pay, and also it means that people won't mess with you that much.
Yeah.
You
Start
got to
finding
think
you
about
serve a
this.
whole lot quicker, right?
Yeah, if you're a corporal at 2 years and I'm still an E3, a lance corporal at 2 years, they're still messing with me. They're really not messing with you because you're already an NCO. As much, you still have the stats on you, like me, to mess with you.
Mhm.
But um, so yeah, that's good. And it keeps going up into the rank. If you decide to make a career, you could be a gunny E7 by 12 years in the Marine Corps. And me, I had almost 12 years in the Marine Corps when I got retired. I was still a staff sergeant, and it would have been at least 15 years in the Marine Corps to be a gunny. 15 to 16. You would have been a gunny already for 2, 3 years. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're like in front of me just because your job promotes faster. And that's it. Doesn't matter your PFD score, your rifle score, all that stuff. We could have the same, but you're gonna get promoted faster because your job promotes faster. Mine didn't. And there's jobs out there worse than mine. Like there were jobs out there that you weren't gonna pass E5 because they just didn't promote anyone. You know what I'm saying? So you picked a good MOS. That's not bad. And if you're a red patch, do they tell you you're gonna be a red patch? A red patch is guys that wear a patch on their camis. Anyways, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But if you become a red patch, you get promoted even faster, like really fast. So be excited, brother. You're
Yeah.
you're about to be a Marine.
Yeah. And
The few, the proud.
a little over a week.
Nice. Oh man, I'm gonna have you in my prayers.
Thanks. I need them.
Drink a lot of water.
Hmm.
Remember about boot camp. Don't talk. Don't just shut up and do whatever they tell you. Say hi, sir, and that's it.
Hmm.
A lot of guys go there with the attitude like, oh, I mean, those guys are in better shape than you. They're stronger than you. They can run faster than you. They know how to shoot better guns than you. They've been in combat and probably have shot a few people. So trust me, they're not impressed when you like, oh, I'm from that. I'm not saying you will, but some people do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
back in my neighborhood, I used to do this, and they're like, "Come on, buddy, you know who I am." So just do whatever they tell you to do, and be loud. That's the thing about boot camp. Be loud. Always scream.
Hmm.
You're gonna lose your voice the first couple of days. You probably won't have a voice. Be loud. Drink water. Do your best, and always do your best, and you'll be all right. They're gonna mess with you anyway. No,
Oh yeah.
no matter what you do. You know how to swing. You good in the pool because you're gonna be in the pool for a long time. You're
Hmm.
gonna learn how to swim pretty good. So I don't know, man. If you got any questions, shoot them. But it's gonna suck. That's all I'm gonna want to tell you, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna hate your life. Just remember this: one day at a time. One day at a time.
Yeah.
So when you wake up, just think about when you're going to sleep. Don't think about I got 20 days left because you're gonna go crazy. Just think about when I go to sleep, and then when you go to sleep, when you wake up, think about when you go to sleep again. I just want to make it tonight. And you're gonna see guys that want to kill themselves. You're gonna see guys that are gonna cry. You're gonna see guys that are just like little girls are gonna cry. And you just don't cry. Hold it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's horrible.
Cut out your tear glands before you go.
Yeah, I don't want to lie to you. But when you come out of there, you're gonna be like, wow, I just did this. So yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, but I mean, it's good. They trying to make you something that is gonna help you survive. I mean, it's gonna change your life completely from the moment that you finish boot camp. The rest of your life, you're gonna be a different person because they're gonna teach you something that you don't learn any other places. I mean, if, the country's at war. If you have to go to war, you need all your training. I mean, they're gonna give you a new mindset. Just stay strong. Don't let them break you. Don't answer back. Just do whatever they tell you, and show them off. Like if they tell you to run, run. If they tell you to do pushes, do pushes, and just scream. They like it when you scream for some reason. And you gotta. It's funny how you gotta talk, cause you gotta talk in third person.
Yeah.
So instead of saying you always be like, this recruit wants to make a head call, sir, and it's just hilarious, man. And you're gonna be hungry, and you're gonna be thirsty, and you're gonna be tired, and everything's gonna suck, and that's it. And it is what it is. And when you make it, you're gonna come back, and I'm gonna see you here, and you're gonna be a Marine. It's not easy. You gotta go and take it.
Yeah.
So if you want it, go and get it, brother. Good luck. I did mine 12 years ago, and I don't want to go back. I'm good.
To do it before he changes his mind, right?
Yeah. I lost 47 pounds in boot camp. 47, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like my mom did not recognize me. Like in the formation, you see my mom zooming in with the camera to my face, and she zooms back up and goes into the other guy. Like the whole time she record a guy, like 3 guys next to me, and I'm like every now and then you see the video and kind of goes like shh and kind of catch me. I'm like, I'm there, and she's like, some other dude. That was my mom.
Wow.
But, yeah, you probably be okay. I was just really tubby and fat when I went. I was like 219 pounds, and I came out 174, 75.
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's horrible. The stories are true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to scare you, but I mean, they're not going to do anything crazy. They're just going to run you, and you run. You stay awake all day. You get a little bit of sleep, and you just run, and it's so active. You don't stop the whole day. That is totally different to what you do all day now. I'm sure you don't wake up with your brother screaming in your face. So it's a little bit. Actually, you should do this tomorrow. Just wake him up like that. Giving a little bit of training.
Well, we might not shout at him, but we are pretty good at waking him up in annoying ways.
Yeah.
We've done the pots pants thing before.
This one's gonna be very annoying. I think that they have a fire watch all night. So all night somebody on duty. And every hour on the hour it changes. But like right before reveling, you have a guy that goes next to the window. I mean, this is 12 years ago, so I don't know. And he started counting. It'd be like 10, 8, 9, and then as they count, the whole squad base is like dark. But when he's about to hit 3 or 4, the drill instructors come out, and they're scary, man. They will scare you, and they're just standing out there in the dark, like arms crossed. And then as soon as it says lights up, they turn the lights, and it's like a car race or something. The moment that the lights come on, they're just like, you. They don't stop. Like I'm like, man, what do those guys eat, man? Yeah, they're pretty intense. The first week is The first week is like a processing week or something. So that's not your drill instructor. They just take you to place, and they process you, paperwork, all that. And
Mhm.
I think day 5, 6 is when you actually meet your drill instructors. That's when everything gets bad because you're gonna think, okay, it's not that bad. I've been with this guy for 3 days. He's not your drill instructor. Don't forget that. Because I thought, oh man, that guy's not that bad. And then yeah, and then they come in and they take over the platoon, and that's when the training starts. And it's a lot of fun, man. I mean, it's you learn a lot about the Marine Corps history. You learn about, you do a lot of exercise. They got this obstacle courses that you have to do. You spend about 2 weeks in a rifle range, which is fun. You shoot all day for free. I mean, they pay you money, so you're gonna get paid while you're in boot camp.
Yeah.
When you come out of boot camp, you're probably gonna have like $3,000. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I don't know. I've been so many years, maybe less, but they give you a bank account. They take it to a bank for you to get a bank account. Um, if you can't get Navy Fed, get Navy Fed. Remember that.
Mhm.
Navy Fed is the best bank because they give you. When I went through it, they give you a bank called FSMBC or something. That bank that they say you owe with sucks. Don't. But you have to get it because that's where they take you, or at least when I went through. But if you could switch to Navy Fed, just switch to Navy Fed because Navy Fed is in every single base that you're gonna get stationed. Even in Japan, when I was in Japan, Navy Fed was there, and the other bank is nowhere. So you're gonna have a bank that is nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
um, or if you could get Marine Fed, get Marine Fed too. One of those. Navy Fed is better if you care. Um, what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. I mean, have fun. You been running?
Yeah.
You're gonna run some more. They're gonna pull you in a. They're probably gonna pull you in a group. So don't be scared. Whatever group you fell into, that's the group they're gonna pull you. So if you're really slow, they'll pull you with the slow guy. If you're fast, they'll pull you with the fast guy. But just remember this: the Marines are very big on physical fitness. Very big.
Yeah.
The better you exercise, the better you're always going to be. And it comes back to promotions and things like that. You have to be in shape. So if you ever meet a Marine, when you meet a Marine and tells you, oh yeah, the Marine Corps sucks, I can't get promoted, remember this: he's fat.
Yeah.
Remember that. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I was in the Marine Corps 12 years almost. You see a Marine that tell you, oh, the Marine Corps sucks, I cannot get promoted, just look at him, he's fat. Can't get promoted because you're fat. That's why.
Yeah.
And then because you cannot get promoted, you're gonna talk bad about the Marine Corps. Well, how about you lose some weight, buddy? You can be fat, man.
Yeah.
You have to defend the country. If you're fat, you can defend the country. My bad.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, just be in shape, man. And man, I'm a little bit jealous that you're going through it. I wish I could start again.
You're the first person I've heard say that.
Yeah, that was fun. Nah, I don't wish it again, man. I'll take it back. I would not go back in the Marine Corps. I can't. I mean, I did, 4 combat deployments? No, and one of them was 12 months, so technically 5, if you want to put it up. A couple of times in Afghanistan, a couple of times in Iraq, and I was in a mute, on the mule, which is the ships with the Navy. I'm good, brother. Good luck. It's your turn now.
Yeah.
Thank you for serving our country.
Hoorah.
You got anything else there, Pitt?
Nah, I'm good here. It's been great talking here.
All right, brother. I appreciate the invite, and just let me know whenever you want to do another one. I did one a couple of days ago on my channel, and it went pretty well. And well, I don't think that was too much of your style. That was a little bit intense. Some topics were pretty intense, but yeah, just let me know whenever, man. And I'm, if I'm not doing anything, I always jump in and talk to you guys. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks again, and also thanks for your service you already did. And before you leave, I want to remind everybody to walk a Christian walk and carry a loaded Glock.